1, 2, 3.
Is today Daddy's birthday? No, it's not. It's his birthday episode. Your little potty cure. Okay, Darwin. Okay, he's gonna swat right at Ichabod. It's always a zoo in here. Okay, you ready? On today's episode of Free Unsolicited Cooking Knowledge, I will be making a cannoli funnel cake. Isn't that right? Thank you. It's for Daddy's birthday. And your birthday's next. Oh, do you wanna go back upstairs? Okay. Welcome back, little spoons. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I'm what? The missing ingredient to your kitchen. On today's episode, as you saw, I am making a cannoli funnel cake, and I have not made this recipe before, and the reason I am making it today is because Cody requested it for his birthday episode. If you are a longtime follower, you know every year I make something for his birthday, and this year he requested I make both of his favorite desserts in one. He has deemed me the deep fry queen. I disagree with it, but I think I came up with the perfect recipe combining both flavors, and I'm excited to see how that turns out. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get into it. Also, before we get into it, I would just like to mention today YouTube sent me a notification that I have been on YouTube for 5 years. But really consistently going at it for like the last 2. I really want to be monetized so I can just do a lot more with the farm and do a lot more for my nonprofit. Anyway, so yes, I have been on YouTube for 5 years, and I'm not gonna lie, it has flown by, and I have grown so much through those 5 years, just technically and spiritually, and I'm so happy with the community that I'm creating out here. I can't wait to see where it goes. Anyway, with that said, the first step to this recipe is going to be combining all of the dry ingredients. Now, I did write down everything because, like I said, I had to combine recipes. I kind of had to go over ratios to kind of make it fit so it wasn't too watery of a batter. Again, remember, I have not made this, so hopefully it turns out. But here we are, my handwritten hieroglyphs for this recipe. Anyway, the first ingredient that we're going to be needing is 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And of course, you know I always do it, we're going to be sifting that into a bowl. Also, I'd like to mention, I got a full set of these vintage green Tupperware measuring cups when I went thrifting with Michelle a couple of days ago. I'm so happy I found it because I had an incomplete set, and now I have a full set, including the little spoons that I had already. So I got super excited. They were only like $1.67. Those are the prices I like to see there, okay? All right, here we go. 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and you want it even, okay, flat, and we're going to sift that. Get the second cup in there. All right, we have the second cup in there. We're sifting that. Oh, okay. That is a little worrisome. Ew, Cody, it's like a rock or something. It's like brown. They look like teeth. They do look like teeth, but I don't think they're teeth. Disgusting. Now that we have that, the next ingredient is going to be 2 tablespoons of white sugar. I guess you can use brown sugar. I'm not going to. Here we are, the matching spoon. 2 tablespoons, yeah. 1, and I do sift it as well because I found large chunks of sugar as well. The next ingredient is 1 teaspoon of baking powder. 1 teaspoon going in. The next ingredient calls for ½ teaspoon of salt. There we go. Sift that in. Okay, so now the next few ingredients is what's gonna make it taste more of that like cannoli flavor. So the first thing that we're gonna start with is regular unsweetened cocoa powder, and I think I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon of that. Like my cannoli recipe called for 2, but I'm kind of like just bringing it down. I don't wanna change the texture of the cake essentially. Okay, so 1 teaspoon. Okay, and that's just going in. Again, we're sifting everything. So the next ingredient calls for cinnamon. Again, it's gonna be 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I don't think my teaspoon's gonna fit in here. I might have to do half, yeah. I'm gonna do 2 halves. Okay, 1, 2. And then of course, to continue with the flavor of cannoli, we have instant espresso. I'm going to be doing ½ a teaspoon of that. Okay, Get all those chunks a moving. So that is it for dry ingredients. Now we're gonna mix all the wet ingredients in a separate bowl. So I'm just gonna set that aside. And the first wet ingredient is going to be 2 large eggs. Cody, can you get me 2 large eggs?
I suppose I
and the milk while you're at it. 1, 2. Okay. And I always start with the eggs so I don't have to like dirty another bowl, because if any shells fall in or there's like some anomalies in the egg, you can see it right away instead of throwing it right into your dry ingredients and needing to start all over again.
Smart.
Well, we learned. You learned with the worms in your eggs. And we are good. All right. I'm just gonna like break up the eggs and whisk them. Okay, so this is where I have to do the ratios of liquid. So the funnel cake recipe called for 1.5 cups of like 2% milk. Now the cannoli recipe, I always end up putting some marsala wine in it because it adds that very Italian distinct flavor. I'm gonna do 1.25 cups of milk, and then I'm just gonna have like a 1/4 cup. I'm gonna throw an ounce of marsala in that, and if there's any room left over, I'll fill the rest with milk. So the liquid ratio is still the same. Here we are, I got my milk. And I'm just using the same measuring cup so I don't have to dirty so many things. We're doing 1. Beautiful. And to be honest, I think a 1/4 cup is an ounce. So I have my marsala wine from Italy. I think the 1 ounce is the line on here, right? Oh, I almost poured it directly in. Okay, let's see here. It's little less than a 1/4 cup. So I'll fill the rest with milk and then I'll add it to my wet ingredients. There we go. Oh, going in. And the last wet ingredient is going to be 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. No name brand, not sponsored yet. I will look back on these videos when I'm sponsored. All right, and that's going in. Just gonna give that a little bit of a mix. All right, little spoons, that is it for ingredients. Now you're supposed to combine these, but I'm not gonna combine them yet. I wanna set up my frying station and get my oil kind of heating up. So when I combine this, it's not like sitting for that long. I don't want the batter to like, I don't know, change consistency. So I'm gonna set up my frying station and I'm gonna be right back. So again, we are deep frying and I am frying in Crisco, but you could do it in vegetable oil or canola oil, or as I've learned recently, beef tallow, which I will source some, and I think I'm gonna retry these recipes in beef tallow. But basically I have like a medium-sized pot and I have my oil thermometer. So this recipe, from everything that I gathered, you want it around 375. Oh. Sorry, I forgot one dry ingredient. I'm just remembering from my notes. I forgot to write it down. I will be adding a tablespoon of cornstarch to that to get like a real crispness in that funnel cake. So let me set this up. So I have my thermometer. I'm just putting it on the side of my pot here. I know, I'm dramatic, sorry. All right, I'm gonna turn that on. We're sitting at like 76 degrees. Let me just get the cornstarch in my batter here. So 1 tablespoon. Oh, that's a lot. And of course, oh God, I'm sifting that in. So basically I'm gonna add Crisco to this. By the way, this is off. I just want everyone to know this is off right now. But basically I'm gonna fill it maybe 1/3 of the way, maybe almost halfway with Crisco. This one is basically half a can. This was what was left over from our ginger donut recipe. This actually might be enough. I'm just gonna throw that in there. Start this. I'm putting it like on a medium heat until like I'm ready to get it to fry temp. Okay, so I did half a can of Crisco in there. I'm just letting it melt a little. I might add a little bit from the other can I have. It did not work out. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit more from this can. All right, this is kind of what we're looking like. It's all slowly melting. And we're sitting at around 148 degrees Fahrenheit. So while this is kind of melting and getting up to temperature, I'm going to be mixing both my dry and wet ingredients together. I'm just giving the wet ingredients a little bit of another mix. And I am just pouring that directly into my dry ingredients. And I'm just slowly mixing that in. So basically in everything that I read, you kind of want it like a pancake batter, not too runny, but also not too thick. If it is thick, you could always add a little bit more milk. This may be like pancake batter. Cody, is this too thick? You're the breakfast person. Or is that like pancake batter?
That's definitely not too thick.
Is that like pancake batter?
I would say it's even runnier. It's close.
We're just sticking with this. I'm not adding anything.
I think it's good.
Maybe this is fine. All right, we are at like 196 now. And basically, so when you make funnel cake, you kind of like need something to pour it, like a squeeze bottle or something, or like how I'm gonna do from the corner of a Ziploc bag. And you basically like make like a pattern. I don't know. I can't explain it. Like loops and stuff when you put it in the oil. I'm gonna use the technique I always use. I have a Ziploc bag here, and a large one because it seems like a lot of batter. And I'm putting the corner straight into the cup, folding the plastic bag over the edge here. And this might be a little difficult. I'm just gonna pour it in if I can. Oh yeah, beautiful. Gorgeous. Oh dear. Perfect. Look at that. It fit into one glass. All right, and y'all know what time it is. We flip that plastic back up. I'm just gonna zip that shut. Get all the air out as best I can. There we go. And then when the time comes, I will cut a corner. Oh my God, I don't know if this is gonna work out. Kind of scared. I'm kind of scared. So we are sitting around 267, 268. We're trying to get to 375 as far as temperature goes. I also have prepped a tray on the side. So it's just a tray. Underneath is some paper towel. And then I have my cookie rack here, which I may or may not use. And of course, tongs. Okay, we have hit 300, not the movie. And now it's just a waiting game to get to 375. And of course the trick is to keep it at 375. I'm gonna go a little above 375 because the batter is cold. Like it's gonna totally change the temp, but we'll go from there once that's done. Okay, so now it's just a waiting game. So I guess we'll be back when this hits 375. All right, we are in the 370 range, so I thought that I would like maybe cut this. I also put an elastic band on the end because I don't need anything pouring out the backside in case I lose control of what is happening. I'm just gonna cut like a little hole, nothing too big, but not too small either. Oh no, that might have been too big. May have been too big. It's fine, it's fine. We're gonna get through this. If it doesn't look exactly like a funnel cake, it's fine, right? Okay, we are at 375. Okay, so basically the technique is to do a lattice design. So I'm gonna do a bunch of like up and down and then cross over it. So swigglies, okay. Can you time it for 1 minute, Cody?
Yep.
Okay, okay. Okay, I'm just placing it like this. This is what it looks like. It does look like birthday magic. Also, the temperature did drop to 360. So I'm gonna give it a little more over a minute. I'm gonna raise the temp because I'm gonna keep adding this so it's going to like consistently be cooling it off. Oh, that smells delicious.
You're gonna tell me you're not the deep fried queen?
I don't know.
You can tell me I'm wrong.
I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do...
5 seconds.
I'm gonna do like maybe 30 seconds more.
Sure.
It's very delicate. That's what I'm worried about. We are flipping. Okay, time it for a minute.
Going.
This is what we're looking like.
More excited than I do.
This is what we're looking like. If this turns out, I'll be so proud of myself. Okay, we're pulling. We're pulling.
That looks beautiful. That looks beautiful.
Okay, I'm just gonna let the temp get a little higher. We're sitting at like 366. Okay, we're back at 375. Here we go. So the temperature dropped to like 372. So I think we're like in a good range. So it's fine, I think. So I think initially it will be like a minute 30 flip minute. All right, so it's been a minute 30 and we're flipping. Beautiful. Ooh, thank God Cody's here because this and then running a timer.
It's a two-person job.
It is. I'm quite surprised that it's turning out okay. Hopefully it tastes okay. Oh no, I got a little excited, okay? Everyone needs to calm down. Calm the down. As the last one is frying, I'm just going to kind of get my powdered sugar because I do want to powder these while they're still warm. So again, I just have my strainer. I'm gonna set it back here. And then I have some powdered sugar. So then I still have like my tablespoon that I used earlier. And then once this is done, I will probably just put a little bit of powdered sugar on everything. We're getting there. We're getting there, little spoons. So yeah, if I could go back in time, I would do definitely more Crisco just because it's starting to sink to the bottom slightly. That one ripped apart. I'm sorry. This is what we're looking like. So it's kind of like touching the bottom, as you can see here, like it's a little darker. Yeah. Okay, turning this off immediately. So I put the first two on the tray and I got my powdered sugar because they're still warm. And I'm gonna just take like a tablespoon. It could be like any regular spoon. And I'm just, actually you don't even need that much. And I'm just covering them. Mm-hmm. Now that the powdered sugar is on the actual funnel cakes, I'm going to clean this up and then I'm going to show you what to do next. The funnel cakes themselves are done, but I've come up with a creative way to also incorporate that cannoli flavor and texture and toppings, if you will. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the ice cream you put on funnel cake with the filling that goes into a cannoli. Before I started this episode, I just took a 250 gram container of ricotta cheese and then I put it in a strainer to let it drip dry, essentially. Here we are, and it's been kind of dripping the moisture out for like the last hour. This is how much liquid came out of that, maybe like a tablespoon or so. So I'm gonna grab a separate bowl. Here we are, and I'm basically going to press this through the sieve. Also, Cody got light ricotta. He didn't mean to, but I think it should be fine. So my battery died, but we basically pushed it through the sifter. This is what Babish did for his cannolis, but I'm pretty sure it's just to make it a smoother texture. All right, so now that your ricotta cheese has been drained and smoothed out, we're going to add the ingredients that you would put in a cannoli filling. So the next ingredient is going to be half a cup of powdered sugar. My little sifter got wet, and the other one obviously I used with the ricotta. I'm gonna have to use a mini one. So here's half a cup. Okay, we're gonna have to do little by little here. I'm doing this because I want a very smooth filling, right? 5,000 years later. Anyway, and the last ingredient going into this is going to be half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Sift, sift, sift. All right, I'm just gonna give this a nice little mix. Fold in everything, smooth it out. We are mixed, we are smoothed out, and the next thing I want to do is put it into a piping bag so that I could properly put it on the funnel cake itself. If you remember, Cody did buy this for me last Christmas, and I'm using a big one because I really want like a big swirl. If I remember correctly, push that as far in. You mark. Where do you mark it? Was it up here? I think it was just below here. I'll do it really low. All right. I put the wrong thing in. Actually, that worked out. It worked out. All right. So we have that. Folding it over the cup. I don't think I'm gonna get the whole thing in here because these are small piping bags. Like Grandma always said, if there's a will, there's a way. Oh God, I think I flew too close to the sun, friends. Anyway, now that this is done, I'm going to plate the funnel cake and then I'm gonna show you what to do next. So we have plated this beautiful little funnel cake, and the next step is I'm going to squeeze out the cannoli filling. I'm gonna try to make it look pretty. I don't know if presentation is gonna be great for this. May the, I don't know, dessert gods be on my side. Probably why I should be on Nailed It. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna do like a nice big swirl. All right, okay. And of course, I got my little crushed pistachios. Get some beautiful color on that. I'll go around the edge so every bite has that. Okay, and then we have Hershey's mini Chip-Its, semi-sweet. I don't like that, but that's all they had in the store. So basically, we're just gonna do a few on top. And then of course, throughout the entire thing. Oh my God, I'm pretty impressed with myself, Cody. And of course, like every good cannoli, you dip it in chocolate. So Cody picked up some chocolate syrup. I'm just gonna do it along the edge because I don't want it to like weigh down the ricotta filling. So hopefully this is like thin enough. Oh God, I'm nervous. Oh my God, look at this. Look at that. Little spoons, that is everything. I am so impressed with myself. Like, oh my gosh.
Deep fry queen.
Thank you. Deep fry queen. No, there's actual deep fry queens out there that are probably like this idiot. This child. I'm very proud of myself and I'm so glad that I just decided to take a risk and learn how to start deep frying because let me tell you, life changer. Also, yes, my pants fit tighter because of it, but I don't care. Anyway, now that we're plated, it's gonna be time for TTT, taste test time. All right, because it is Cody's birthday episode, I'm gonna welcome him onto the screen to do the first taste test of his cannoli funnel cake. Yay! Also, I am not adjusting my camera. He's super tall, okay? Oh my goodness. You don't want the chips?
What?
You got chocolate, I think. Sorry. Oh, so excited. I love it how you have to shrink like 1.5 feet.
It's a cannoli cake.
Do you like it?
Incredible. Try yourself.
Ooh. Okay. I'm kind of curious about like texture. Oh, that's crispy.
Yeah. I think it's a really fun way to eat it. See?
Oh my God.
I know.
Oh my God.
It's fantastic.
Like the texture is so good. It's like crispy outside, nice like fluffy inside here. You can take it.
It's a perfect cannoli in a different form, right? Like this is how cannoli's got the crisp.
Yeah, like the hard shell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Shell, beautiful ricotta. What?
This is our dinner.
There you go.
It's gonna be Clean Plate Club. I already know it. Thank you, my little spoons, for lasting this long in the video. I hope you enjoyed this journey. I am so incredibly proud of myself. This turned out better than I thought it would. I was very nervous on how the technique was gonna work out. But yeah, I think I filled the prompt perfectly. This is the brainchild of Cody and me. We were discussing what to make. And I think that the request of cannoli funnel cake was a 10 out of 10 across the board. Taste, texture, presentation. I'm calling Nailed It because I think I could win the competition now. To you, Cody, happy birthday from all of us little spoons to you. I hope you enjoy it. I look forward to making just regular funnel cake maybe down the road, now that I know that it's not as intimidating as I thought it would be. I'm super happy with this, and I'm so glad that I decided to take a risk and try this recipe. Anyway, thank you, my little spoons, and you know what? Funnel cake. See ya.